About 1 in every 10 Australian women will develop breast cancer by the age of 75. Professor Georgia Chenevix-Trench has spent her career trying to understand why.
If you can find out the basic biological cause and interrupt that in a harmless way with a harmless medication, then we should be able to prevent it in the way we can prevent a lot of cardiovascular disease.
Her team at QIMR Berghofer in Brisbane has studied genetic data sourced from hundreds of thousands of breast cancer cases around the world.
Over 15 years or so, we've identified 200 regions in the genome that contribute to breast cancer risk.
These aren't mutations such as the BRCA1 or BRCA2 genes, which are commonly associated with a high risk of breast cancer, but common genetic variants carried by many women, each of which very slightly increases risk.
So we've now got over 200 genetic markers that we know are more common in cases and controls, spread all over the genome. And the real challenge, and the challenge that my lab is focused on, is trying to translate that into biology.
This involves determining which genes are impacted by these variants, most of which don't change genetic codes that lead to protein production. And that's the key to developing new preventions and treatments. In particular, Professor Chenevix-Trench and her team are looking for options to repurpose drugs approved for another purpose for breast cancer. It will also help pinpoint who's most at risk. If doctors know a woman has specific genetic markers, they can recommend more intensive screening from a younger age. Professor Chenevix-Trench says genetic sequencing has helped uncover a whole new world of biology. Her work in the space has seen her awarded the Suzanne Cory Medal, named after another groundbreaking cancer geneticist. While still a young researcher, Professor Chenevix-Trench attended a lecture given by Professor Cory before being asked to give her a lift to the Queensland Art Gallery.
And I thought, wow, isn't that great? She's done what she needs to do, and now she's going to enjoy herself in the gallery for an hour or two. That was quite an inspiration, really, that you can be that successful and you can still have a life.
A formula Professor Chenevix-Trench has tried to emulate as one of the world's leading cancer researchers.